Solar power is cheap. I mean, like unbelievably cheap. I've got 56 panels on my roof. The other day I was thinking I want to add 5 more panels because they're just cheap. If you look back just 10 or 15 years, building a solar farm was a massive expensive undertaking. Today, it's usually the cheapest source of new electricity on the planet in most of the world. But here's the crazy thing. The panels themselves, the actual silicon and glass that turns sunlight into juice, they're dirt cheap right now. The biggest expense left is not the technology, it's the labor. It's the time and the manpower it takes to physically carry those heavy panels out into a field, bolt them onto racks one by one. To make solar even cheaper, we don't need better panels. We need a better way to build the farms. And not just the farms, but to put solar on our own roofs at home as well. And that's exactly what's happening. Guys, say hello to the future of solar construction. Not humans doing it. It's going to massively reduce the prices doing it this way. Think about how a solar farm is built today. You have hundreds of thousands, sometimes millions of panels. Each one weighs 50 to 60 pounds. You need an army of workers to schlep these things across uneven terrain, lift them up, align them perfectly, and bolt them down. Takes a while just to do one panel. It's pretty grueling work. It's backbreaking sometimes, often done in sweltering heat in deserts. It's slow, it's expensive, and frankly, finding enough skilled labor to build all the solar farms we need is becoming a massive bottleneck. Plus, it's really expensive with a lot of these farms. You've got to actually pay for accommodation for the staff. You've got to feed them. And doing that, you've got to pay for from actually driving from a city to the location. And that adds enormous cost to the bill. So it becomes slow, expensive, and frankly, the labor is the bottleneck. The soft costs of installation are now making up a huge chunk of the final price tag for a megawatt of solar power. And honestly, it's actually the same for home solar systems too. On the Electric Viking website, I'll put a link in the description below. We have more articles about electric cars and battery technology than any other website that I'm aware of in the world. So check that out. Link is in the description. And there you'll find our videos and analysis and articles about everything going on in the EV world. If we want to blanket the world in clean, cheap energy, we have to automate the grunt work. Enter the heavy machinery. Recently, a company called Terabase Energy unveiled something that looks straight out of a sci-fi movie. It's a 9-ton AI-powered tracked robot designed specifically for large-scale solar farm construction. And when you design it specifically for one task, it can do that one task very freaking well. This isn't just a forklift with a computer. This thing is a beast. It's fully autonomous. It roams the construction site on tank treads using advanced AI and sensors to navigate rough terrain. Here is what it does. It takes the heavy lifting completely out of the equation. The robot picks up the heavy solar panels and precisely maneuvers them onto the racking systems. It operates continuously, 24 hours a day, day and night, without needing a water break, without needing to be fed, 24 hours a day. It doesn't actually need sunlight to operate. So by taking over the most physically demanding part of the job, this robot doesn't just speed up construction, it completely changes the economics. Terabase is aiming to just annihilate the cost of building solar plants. This means we can build bigger farms faster and much, much cheaper. And this should reduce the cost of installing these enormous solar farms by around 30%. 30% cheaper. Solar, if they can roll out these robots globally, solar will definitively become the cheapest form of energy anywhere in the world, including cold climates where there's less sunlight. So this is the missing link, I think, in the solar revolution. We've already solved the technology problem. We have panels that are becoming more and more efficient every year, cheaper and cheaper every year. The panels work, and now we've got to solve the deployment problem. When you combine dirt cheap solar panels with robotic AI-driven construction, you get a compounding effect on cost reduction. We're entering an era where building a gigawatt scale solar farm isn't a slow manual labor project, it's an automated, highly efficient manufacturing process happening right in the field. And by the way, they're also making it much more efficient to build these systems by changing the way they design the actual architecture of the systems. If you've seen some of my other videos, they're starting to do things like, okay, two things. One, put sheep underneath these fields because underneath these solar panels, because the sheep eat the grass, meaning you don't have to mow underneath them. And also the grass grows better under solar panels. So the sheep end up having better quality wool, according to the tests they've seen. In addition to that, they're doing things like actually storing the water that goes under the panels. And that means that you're catching water whilst you're actually creating electricity, which is just other ways of making solar panels do a lot more than what people actually think they can do. This is not necessarily about replacing human workers, though it will. It's about shifting them, though, from back-breaking lifting to managing and maintaining these advanced systems, making the job safer and more skilled. So yes, I mean, less people will be actually physically bolting up these panels, but I don't think many people really enjoy doing this job, to tell you the truth. Now, what this means is the era of truly limitless, incredibly cheap solar is closer than you think. The cost of electricity, because of robotics and because of technological innovation, is going to come down to being marginal, as Tony Seba says. We will see electricity as marginal cost. We're closer to that than we've ever been before. What do you guys think, though? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you see these solar farms replacing gas, particularly gas and also nuclear? I think that gas and nuclear have no chance in hell of competing against these kind of systematic solar fields, plus the cost of batteries, lithium iron phosphate batteries, sodium ion batteries, storing all this solar power. I don't know how fossil fuels have any chance in hell of competing with that. If you like this video, please subscribe or just like the video. But let me know in the comment section what your thoughts are. How long until we get rid of fossil fuels? Thanks for watching. Thinking about getting solar, a home battery, or an EV charger? Check out Australia's best free comparison tool because it could save you a lot of money. Guys, click on the link below in the description and you can see how much you can save. Alternatively, give Resync a call. They are the guys who installed my battery and my home solar. I'll put a link to them as well in the description. Need expert advice on what car to buy, what solar system to get, what home battery to get, or potentially for your business? You can get, guys, a one-on-one consultation directly with me, 60 minutes of tailored guidance. This might help you avoid making a huge mistake spending money when you shouldn't, or potentially save you a massive amount of money. Click the link in the description below because I can assist you, and why not? The link is in the description.